Welcome back to another episode of the Gearcast.
Welcome back to another Gearcast
by the professional
episode.
Twitch thoughts themselves. We
By
got
Ryan, Lozier, One Pump Chump, and iiPandaz. Oh,
iiPandaz, of course, One Pump Chump.
How was y'all week, bro? Y'all John. Boy, he about to stab you in your shoes. How was your week? Come on, don't be shy.
It was pretty good. Not gonna lie. One Pump Chump's week over here has been pretty eventful.
Yeah, I had an eventful week.
Yeah.
If you had to say one, highlighted moment that you can talk about, what would you say?
Blowing this bald bitch's back out while plunging her head.
Okay. Sounds like regular stuff. Yeah. What about you?
Sounds like regular stuff. I love it.
What about you?
She came to me afterwards and said that Mondo didn't start a fire, so I did the same. She said I was there.
I thought it was though.
1 second, I'll be right.
One Pump Chump. One Pump Chump. Can we get a one pump chump?
I think that's funny. Is Mondo?
All right, John, you're a 3 pump chump. All right, dude. How about that?
When his half.
I think Panda just really wants to like. How do I put it? Never mind.
I guess John's the only person to fantasize about defiling babies.
No.
One pump chump. Cool bug facts. Johnny his cousin.
No, I'm not gonna take this false abuse any longer.
I'm gonna take this false abuse. Leave it right now, pussy. You won't do it. No balls. Ryan has you on a leash. Ryan has you on a leash. You're not allowed to go anywhere. You're not allowed to go anywhere, John. You're stuck with a slave.
I guess we're all the sons of slaves, yeah? So
I finished a successful mixer stream, dog, and it was pretty crazy. And some kid came in here talking nonsense, dude. Oh, yes. Talking about search up Mr. Bean. My bro, what does that even mean?
Bro, a lot of crazy stuff has been going down this week, bro. My boy Pandas has been streaming on Mixer, but if we're being honest, bro, Ninja's getting all those views, all those hits.
I mean, if you think about it, Ninja's bringing more viewers to the platform. He's not getting all the viewers.
But oh my god.
But listen.
PS4 guys are gonna be
Oh, they're quaking right now, just like Johnny when we make a racism claim.
We got him on our streaming thing now, bro.
Bro, all the PS4 players are quaking, just like Johnny when we bring out racism assumption in the group chat. Just say.
Never the racist. All right, hold up.
Hashtag one pump chump.
Is he still here?
No, I think he left actually.
Oh, okay. So that's fine. I guess we'll just.
You couldn't take it anymore.
At least we got his feature for a little bit.
Dude, on some of the guns and shit that have handles with the little plating on the side of the handle, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
They're all little diamonds.
You see my boy Pandas, since he's been grinding hard.
Let me talk, bro. I got this. This is my story. It's my come up. A year and a half, I had a gambling addiction. Alpha packs already no. They give you commons and 1 purple alpha pack a year. You know what I'm saying? And I was sick and tired of the fucking abuse because I wanted this diamond camo so bad, I accepted it. I'm never gonna get the MP5 Black Ice or Jaeger Black Ice, but it's okay, you know what I'm saying? So what I decided to do was take initiative, save up 90,000 renown, which is so fucking hard to do, right? Because you only get to 200 to 300 renown per match, and 400 on the ranked. And these rounds can go from 20 to 40 minutes per match, you know what I'm saying? So I saved up for decades, and I finally bopped the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Because my gambling addiction was switched to the GTA Casino gambling addiction. So
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Something lighter, right?
Yeah, something lighter, something non-important. You know what I'm saying? So we made it back up in life, and now we're big fucking through me. I had a 5.5 hour mixer stream. At 344 minutes, I believe. It was insane, I got to 300 total views on the channel, got my 30th follower today, started the night with 27 followers.
The freaking face that you sent me in the call.
What face?
The freaking SpongeBob thing with the glasses.
Oh yeah. Well, I also acquired some spicy memes today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been pretty eventful. It's gonna take a minute and a half to edit that whole entire stream, 5.5 hour stream, to get the funniest moments out of there and get a few Instagram clips out of that too.
I think a lot, if you like, especially if you edit it and all that and start making sugar honey iced tea out of it, that'll actually work for you a lot. Like put a bunch of like Mixer hashtags and add Mixer and whatnot, bro, because that'll really do good now that Mixer's like starting to blast off as a ninja. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because either way, Mixer was already its own thing. Because you know, it's never gonna have as many like viewers or anything, or not never, but you know, for a minute, it's not gonna be anything close to Twitch. But, yeah, there's still plenty of streamers making a full-time living off of Mixer streaming.
You would definitely like. I think that's definitely starting to like, you know, make something up now. Now that like Ninja's headed over there, now you know.
Yeah, it's because Mixer's contract and shit too. Like Mixer doesn't allow you to stream on any other platform except, I mean, not Mixer. Twitch doesn't allow you to stream on any platform except for Twitch.
Really?
Yeah, like you can if you're a partnered like Facebook streamer or anything. I'm pretty sure like Facebook, Mixer, YouTube, any of that, you can still stream on any other platform, right? That's not breaching your contract.
Ninja,
but
Twitch. On Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch fucking did it. So. People are saying it was $900 million that Mixer paid him, but I highly doubt that Mixer has
$900 million, bro.
Or not 90. Zach earlier said 900 million. Fucking, I'm talking about 100 million. That's what they were saying. 100 million. I don't believe 100 million.
They would not pay this man almost $1 billion. He's wow.
Like 100 million seems more reasonable than almost $1 billion, right? But yeah. That's still a lot of fucking money, dude.
GTA freaking coins.
But let's think about it though. On average, right? He had like 100,000 fucking subs at one point, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say that was just the base $5 one. That's still 500K a month he was bringing in.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
On Twitch.
But that's like that'd take a while to get around. But then never mind, you got advertising too. So I'm like, that would take a while to get around to $1 million or something like.
Because like Mixer, I don't even think Mixer has ads, does it?
I think they do. No, do they? Yeah, they do.
I really don't think they do. I've never like been on a Mixer stream where I got an ad before.
Yeah, so it's just donations and stuff off of Mixer, huh?
Yeah, Mixer, the donations, the embers, and then the partner streamers get the sparks.
Yeah, the partners and all that. How you could like click on the links. I guess that'll count for.
Yeah, and you could earn the sparks and shit.
I think the format's like much better and whatnot. Twitch has gotta like straighten up their act, bro. Like the whole Twitch, like, what do you think about the whole like Twitch, like a little white knight Joan where they treat the women better than?
Yeah, I mean, fuck Twitch for that, dude. Because like. So many dudes are getting banned for like the lightest shit, and then Alinity feeds her cat vodka and yeets that motherfucker like 30,000. Like when I tell you she yeeted that bitch, bro, like there could have been a frost mat behind her, bro. She wouldn't have known. Come on now.
She throws the freaking cat above her head, right?
Honestly, I feel like Mixer had to give.
Feed on the side.
Yeah. I feel like Mixer had to give Ninja a lot of like. Money though, because he has to be able to financially, you know, support himself until he gets rolling on Mixer, like rolling like Twitch rolling.
If we're being fair, I think he's already financially supported. He can mess around and do whatever.
I know,
he
but
wants.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they have to get him like, you know, how much. Yeah, because like, imagine how much he could earn off of Twitch if he stayed here, you know, there.
But
and plus, Mixer has more opportunities. Like, people don't even have to donate, like, to get, you know, streamers money. Like the Sparks on partner streamers, how they have the like the crystal you can fill up.
Yeah.
Like, that's honestly a super cool feature, because, I mean, so many people get sparks and shit from watching. Like, I saw a dude the other day, or earlier today, who had, like, 200 million sparks donated, which was almost $1,000.
Oh, really?
Yes, dude.
People about to start fiending. Alright.
Yes.
Shoot, but, Twitch just needs to fix up its act, so maybe that's up a chance, bro. But, otherwise, I don't know.
Ninja can't go back to, you know.
He's not going back, bro, but, I don't know. Bro, watch the freaking, and then, you know how a few YouTubers said they were going over to freaking, Mixer, too?
Yeah.
What was his face?
I don't even know, dude.
Who's the dude?
I just know some were saying it.
What's the dude that does the FPS and wears, the mustache and the wig again all the time?
Oh, Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect, yeah, bro. He said he was headed over there, too.
I mean, it's true, because, you know, Twitch does, fucking...
They be drawn, yeah. And then the only reason they could draw like that and not get any lashback is because that was the biggest streaming site now, but there's actually competition, so if they don't fix up, they're just gonna get left behind.
Yeah, I'm actually proud of Mixer though, because before we used to talk about how like Mixer got like no love basically.
Yeah, and then like Mixer, how like we would like guys, we would like have conversations about like us, bro, low key, Mixer starting to like pop off a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like they're getting there. Like, there's a lot more partnered streamers and shit. Like before the list was like kind of tiny, you know, like maybe 100 at most. Now there's a few hundred. Like, exactly. I'm really fucking with it.
Yeah, bro, it's popping off. I'm just saying, bro, Mixer. Everybody, if you're watching this, just hop on Mixer while you can. It is the new wave, no cap. You know what I mean? Alright, so I gotta ask you something about this, because this is kind of like a topic I was a little like, this is weird, right? So yeah. I think you've heard by now, rappers getting screwed over, especially Lil Nas over the Old Town Road, the snippet and all that. What do you think about that, bro?
Wait, what happened to Lil Nas?
So basically, right, Lil Nas, right, he's getting sued for $25 million because there's, you know, the little beginning part, Old Town Road, deal. This old dude is suing him, like, you know how Juice WRLD got sued? He's suing him because of, like, they say that little snippet from the beginning is a sample of
from a Bobby Caldwell song.
Carry On, yeah. I'm not sure if the Carry On song is Carry On, but I don't know.
No.
Whatever one it is, but he's getting
25 mil. Do they? I don't think he has 25 mil.
Yo. He's close, probably.
I mean, it was on the top. It was on the top of the Billboard for that long. #1, like it was the most streamed song in the world right now.
Oh yeah. That is the top song. Lil Nas is a goat now. That's the top song. It's over Michael Jackson and all of them because, you know, it's been on the charts for the longest time, bro. Like 15 weeks. Shoot. I wonder if it's still on the charts. Is it off now?
Nah, I don't even know, dude.
Yeah, bro. But what do you think? Like, do you think it should be like illegal for like? You know how like people make good songs out of like little snippets and all that. Do you think it should be legal for them to like sue the Jones over like a little second clip of them using from another song? Do you think that's okay?
Not really, because there's like YouTubers and shit. You know, they like use like I don't even know, dude. Like,
I think that's like a cheap move too, because like once you realize, I think you like get jealous of how good a song is doing, right? And then like you look like real into it, right? What part of you says that like there was 4 seconds of my song in his sample. If my song wasn't in there, that joint will be trash. Nobody will listen to it. 25 million right now. I'm like, first of all, Brody.
Like honestly, dude, they're tweaking the fuck out.
Apparently, like Katy Perry or whatever got like sued for like the sampling thing too.
Yeah, and Dark Horse.
Yeah, like with this like whole situation, John. I just honestly, I can see. I mean, at the same time, I could see the other part of it. Like, say you actually make an
instrumental. Wait, but what part was like the little humming?
Yeah, like pew 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 do. Apparently, that part is from Carry On. But I'm saying, dude, like, I mean, I can see both sides of it, right? Like, you know, you make a good instrumental, you're working on a good song, you write the whole instrumental down for yourself, right? And then, like, you see some bull just has the sample of it, and he's making all this money in it for a song, right? But then again, like, I don't even know, bro, like...
Wait, but are they gonna sue him again? Because he has, like, a... Well, he has an actual song called Carry On that's a copy of the same song. It's just, like, the beat sped up and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, no.
So it's like they're gonna sue him for that too? Like what?
I don't even know, bro. They're just they about to rob this man blind. That's not.
But like, who's suing? Like the guy who actually made the song, or fucking like the record?
George Orwell.
Bobby Caldwell. Who the fuck is George, dude?
I don't know. Bobby Caldwell, whatever his name is, he's suing him. That's what I know, bro. All right. The man that made the song is suing him. I'm like, brother. I know you got all this money in the bank.
What does he need money for,
bro? Exactly,
he's like 60 years old. He's gonna die soon anyways.
He's like, you know what, bro? Let me put my grandkids through college.
I'm like, not gonna lie, Bobby Caldwell has some slaps, and he had a really successful music career. So what do you gotta be petty for? Like over 4 seconds?
Exactly, bro. Don't make this look like a 15 seconds of fame, bro. He's doing really well. 25 million, bro. That might not be all of his songs like he made in like music combined, bro. Cause imagine that, bro. You're like blowing up and all that, doing really good, and you were smart enough to put that sample in there and make a good song, right? Freaking Lil Nas said that he was like living on his sister's couch for a while. Imagine he has to go back to doing that after getting all this fame, all this money, all that junk, bro. that'd be so tough.
Like, I don't even think there would be a way to fight that either, because, like, you know, he did use it.
Exactly. I'm not. Shoot, dude. If I was the judge,
Man,
man.
fuck Bobby Caldwell. Can't even let a man succeed, bro. He was all cool with it until Lil Nas X came out as gay. That's a gay hate crime. That's my fucking take on it. Like,
yeah, bro. He waiting this long, bro.
he's like, God damn.
Wow, gay.
A minority making a good country song, I fuck with it.
Ain't he gay? With my
Excuse me? He just came out. Oh, I'm about to get real disrespectful on this motherfucker. Wait.
Another one. And so I guess I gotta tell my story.
Like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Call the clan up and, like, visit them personally? Like,
oh, freaking bathroom.
like,
Get the
fuck Bobby Caldwell.
Watch it. No. You know how they gonna resolve this, bro? He gonna be on the next remix.
But that pisses me off, bro. Like, it was blowing up for the longest time. Like, how the fuck is he gonna, like...
That screws over a lot of rappers, too, because I know a lot of people who use beats that just sample Sugar Honey Iced Tea, you know what I mean?
Like, honestly, he probably was, like... He probably made a smart move, too. Like, he heard it blowing up and shit. He's like, okay, that's mine. You know, fucks around and is like, oh, it's number one. Let me wait till it dies down so I get the maximum amount of money off this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not smart, but that's such a dick move.
25 million for like 5 seconds. And there's only so much music, bro. Stuff is gonna sound the same.
Exactly, bro. Like, so can't, like, fucking producers and shit, like, you know, like, people like Drake and shit, should they be able to get, like, sued for sampling people's songs?
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't feel as if you should. Well, it depends on what it is, right? Because, like, imagine, you know the Kanye song Stronger, right?
Yeah.
Like, imagine if, right? Like, I'm pretty sure whoever, Kanye's team or whatever, they made that beat, right? Imagine I just took, like, it depends on what type of sampling. Because if I take half that song, right, and then put a little, oh, it's mine now. That's like a real big sample. And if the song does real, like, you know, good, boy, you kind of stole my whole beat and just put a little 808 in the back, bro. But if it's like a little 4-second jump, you know, like, I don't think it matters that much, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, imagine losing $25 million because some fucking dude, like, you know, some dude wants to, like, sue you for using, like, 4 seconds in a video.
I don't know. Maybe it's not that, like, maybe, like, the music people see that, like, maybe they see that different, right? Like how I said, like, using half of, like, a whole instrumental, then, like, putting little beats behind it, right? Maybe they see that the same way as just putting, like, the little 4-second drum, bro. Like, they feel like they stole the whole song. I don't know. Shoot, man. Pray for Lil Nas, bro. He's gonna lose all his money, bro. They did Juice WRLD dirty just like that.
Oh, God, bro. How did they do? What did they sue Juice WRLD on?
I'm pretty sure they said something like from Lucid Dreams. Remember, like they said.
Oh yeah, the guitaring at the beginning.
Exactly, bro. I just don't think that should, like, matter too much, bro. Like a little sample at the beginning. Shoot, some nibble screwed, bro.
Fuck Bobby Caldwell.
He does a lot of sampling, bro. Alright. But something next, right? So, I didn't get to, like, say my whole week and all that. Well, you know, this is, week 2 at MCA, I think, yeah? MCA, Etika, whatever.
Me?
Yeah, MCA.
Hey, whoa, Etika, don't say Etika.
Whoa, exactly, MCA. But freaking, I was there, bro. What is it? Listen, I'm actually traumatized. Alright, I'm looking at the, like, bag of clothes from, like, this week too. I already told everybody, so I guess it's not that big of, like, a reveal. But
yeah.
Oh my God, bro. There's, like, this big dumpster, right? And then, like, I'm getting flashbacks just thinking about this. But, like, apparently the manager wanted me to clean the back of it, right? You know, like, just, like, take the trash from behind it and all that, just, like, put it in piles. He wanted us to dump it with shovels into the boxes and whatnot. I'm like, alright, bet. I think I just gotta sweep a little bit behind the trash can, right? So, you know, apparently there's, like, some crack that I can't get into too easily since there's, like, the, you know, the freaking giant trash can, right? So I had the smart idea to take the mop, like, a mop head, like the mop stick, right? And, like, scrape it up like that, you know what I mean? So here I am going to the back, right?
Well, like this, just a stick of a mop.
Yeah, the stick of a mop to like scrape it up, to scrape up the back a little bit. You know what I mean? To get most of the like whatever out there.
Gunk.
But yeah, at first I thought it was just trash. You know, like a few newspapers on top of newspapers. But then like when I tell you, like you know how they have.
Oh,
like,
they want you to get the dirty grease and
bro,
like
you know
gunk
how,
and like
the freaking seaweed wrap. Like they have like seaweed and then there's rice under it or something like that. Some like Chinese stuff like that. Bro, it was like that, but like the freaking trash from the top layer to like cough and just think about it again. The freaking seaweed, like it was like freaking peanut buttery, creamy, like smelled like actual
like clear,
crap.
like clear type shit.
It was not clear at all, bro. It was pasty.
Like greenish.
No, bro. It was freaking peanut butter. It was like light skinned peanut butter, bro.
Yeah, some homeless dude definitely took a shit down there.
Bro, but it was like all up inside that because that was the whole junk, bro. So here I am scooping it up.
So you just like took the trash up and then they came back down to inspect it. They're like, oh no, you gotta get all this.
Nah, bro, cause he like told me right off the get go that he wanted all this. Some dude was helping me out, like putting it in bags and all that. Bro, I had to put the little deli freaking jacket on while I was cleaning up. Bro, I got so much like slop all over my shirt. Like I thought it was okay, right? I was like, all right. After I was like basically finished for the day with the thing, cause I had to do it again tomorrow, right? I was like, I could basically just get in a change of clothes and work, right? My dreams are crushed after some lady walks up to me like while I'm by the registers or whatever. Oh, you stink. I'm like I remember the first wave, right? Was that like there was some chick that works in the deli, right? And she needed like something help. Now, obviously she was so like ready to like have the manager help her and all that. She's like, oh yeah, I'm not manly. You got it, baby. I'm like, all right. He's like, all right. He's pulling it, right? He's like,
she smoked you and she's like, I got it, baby, I got it.
Yeah, bro. When I was like, I can go down. I was like, I can help you too. So, there's not nothing you can help me with. Never mind. I'm like, oh, bro. I was kind of hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you know what? Whatever. But then when I went over to the cashier, like, and then she said I stunk. I was like, all right, bro. It's time for me to get up out of here, bro. They bullying me.
Oh, well, you think the cashier bad or something?
No, I just like my feelings was hurt. That like hurt my feelings, bro. There ain't nothing you can help me with, like, because she was like so like gleeful to the manager, and then when like bro, like when I say her whole like tone switched up, I was like, ouch, alright, you ain't gotta do me like that. You just say I smell too bad to help. I mean, that probably would have hurt me low key too, but like, dang, what didn't I do, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got sent home though. You got to chill after that.
Yeah. The freaking second day when I was cleaning up the slop.
I wouldn't want to stay fucking working like that, bro. I remember my old job, bro. They had me like the big ass pots of grease.
Oh man, yeah.
Like them big ass Italian pots where they like boil like 17 boxes of pasta in at once.
Yeah, it's pretty I was talking about.
Bro, I swear to God, that bitch was like 1.5 feet tall, bro. And they had me take like 3 of those out full of oil, bro. And they told me to put it on a cart. All they did was wrap it with saran wrap and put a lid on top of it, bro. Bro, it was so fucking bumpy, like, taking it out there and shit, right? And then the whole thing, like, the streets in my city are fucked, right? I finally get by the oil, like, dispenser or whatever, like, the place I'm supposed to dump it, oil dump. And, like, half that shit's, like, on my fucking apron, like, look, on my jeans and shit. And then I gotta dump it and, like, take it back and shit. They're like, fucking, I don't even know, dude. They're like, anything that's dripping off the thing, you gotta clean up. You gotta go outside and clean the sidewalk and shit. I'm like, bro, wait.
Almost a lot.
I had to work the whole day through, like another 6 hours smelling like fucking oil and just greased up.
I know, and like, bro, like when you're like not used to, because like by the second day I was used to like the schlop, like I felt like I was used to this like schlop smell, and it wasn't actually as stressful since I was like sitting there.
They're like, bro,
but like when the first
$500
time,
paychecks,
bro. Like, but when like the first time, like the first day, bro. Like I'm trying to get the smell out of my nose, but like I'm sitting here having lunch. But then I hear the smell coming up from my shoes, and it's like freaking stinging my like nose. I'm like, oh, I smell atrocious.
He's like,
I don't know, bro. I'm actually like traumatized, dude. I'll never forget that, bro. You'll never like. I can say for myself now that new stuff really smells like new like poop smells way worse than old poop or whatever. Poop smelling stuff.
Yeah.
Bro. Oh my god, dog.
Bro, I remember my work shoes fucking, like, after I was done with that job, bro, literally looked like I went through World War II, like.
Yeah, the
Them
manager.
bitches was busted.
The manager was extra funny, bro. And he was cleaning up the slot by himself because he couldn't be bothered to like put his freaking knee in that joint, right? He was
You put
like,
your knees in it?
no, bro. I was like in the middle of the store. I'm scooping everything up, bro. But like he was kind of like backed up, just picking stuff up, right? He was like, nasty, nasty.
The manager?
Yes, bro. I was dying. But it was a pretty
Damn.
it was an okay experience, kids. Just I think the lesson that you need to take from this, kids, is do anything you got to do to get to the bag. You know. So,
A fuck sandwich queen. Fuck archery thing that you aim at.
y'all sound whack anyway, yeah.
Fuck that Italian sounding grocery store.
Exactly.
I was desperate for those jobs. I called up several times and y'all motherfuckers denied me, so you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna prosper.
Exactly.
I'm gonna find a different
When he's
Big
on the come up,
Bonalds.
don't ask for a sponsor at all.
I'm gonna ask for different Big Bonalds, all that shit. And I'm gonna have to keep calling. I'm gonna let them know that I'm desperate for a job, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hard worker. I'm gonna get those job, I'm gonna shit on y'all.
Exactly.
And then as soon as the spot's open at Bargate, I'm gonna apply, because that's $13.
Yeah. My
I don't
boy
give
is
a
about to be
fuck.
like, bro, don't you know, like, don't you feel like, you know, if you're like getting paid for a certain amount, I don't care how depressed your life is, bro, you always walk in there like the most gleeful person, like, every day, right? I'm like,
Bro, I was walking in as the most gleeful person until
I'm
I figured
saying,
out
bro.
the boy who worked, like, right, he had to quit because, I just shit myself, but he had to quit because he was getting bad grades in school, right? So he came back like a few weeks after I started working there, and they were paying him his old pay rate instead of restarting him back at $8 an hour.
Really?
So I'm like, what is it? I'm like, what are you getting paid, like 9? He's like, oh, I'm not gonna talk about it. And then the one dude was like, oh, him, he's like some kid that was there for like 8 months, right? He's like, oh, he's fucking making more than me, dude. He's making like $11 an hour just washing dishes and shit. I'm like, bro, what?
Shoot, bro.
Oh, you got me paying 8, like, bro, I don't even fucking like this job anymore.
Let me tell you something right now, everybody. This is a worldwide message. For freaking $15 an hour, bro, I don't even know what depression is. I don't have depression, bro.
Bro, $13 an hour, bro. I'll walk up in that bitch happy as fuck.
Exactly.
Y'all motherfuckers catch me.
Yeah, got me dancing.
Scrubbing the floor with a toothbrush, bro.
Whatever I gotta do, I'm spinning signs outside, bro.
$13 an hour, dog. I'll hop on the fucking that shit where like I'll just fucking do everything. Like I will run the whole store by myself. Like I don't give a fuck, dude. Like honestly,
Nobody there, bro. For $13 an hour.
my fucking store now, bitch.
And then that's astonishing too. That's like I don't want to say the name of the store, right? Cause it's like just like a little interesting to me, bro. These people, like it low key feels like weird because like it's a big walk up town, right? I was telling somebody this when I was like I was laughing when I said it, they were laughing when I said it, right? I was like that area where the freaking MCA is, right? It's not the Caucasus area of the town, but like you know what I mean. It's the business like part of John, right? And they acting like nobody want to work, bro. Like I worked straight for like a few days, and they're like, "Oh my god, bro, you're like already almost like employee of the month material." I'm like, bro, when I got my first paycheck, all I was thinking to myself, bro, I'm about to rob these people blind strategically. You know what I mean? Like, wow, bro. Like, I'm already a hard worker in their eyes, bro. It's over, bro. I'm getting all the hours, bro. You already know.
I mean,
bro.
you're already getting mad hours, bro.
Yeah. Freaking, I got the.
Don't you say you gotta wait? Don't you have to go into work tomorrow?
I actually have the schedule. And the thing I don't like about the schedule though is that they're actually doing like the.
Bro, what would you do if you found out you had to be at work at 8 a.m.?
I'd make it, bro. Shoot, 4-hour nap.
Bro, you would oversleep.
Yeah, I would, dude. Dude, I was at the video shoot, right? And I was like, we were recording and all that. And then my mom hit me up, right? She's like, you know, you're supposed to be at work at 2, right? It's 2:35. I'm like, what are you talking about?
They did it again, dude.
Dude, because I didn't see my name on the schedule. That was when I was recording the. By the way, you know, when I hit the freaking. This week I went to go do a video shoot with Pop Doobly, you know what I mean? Because we're recording the freaking. What was it? Living
Like Larry.
Yeah, Living Like Larry video, bro. It's not finished yet, but we're gonna get it done. Let me see. Yeah, I don't work today. I don't work tomorrow. I don't work till. Hold up. Because if that thing was Monday, yeah, it looks like it's Thursday and Friday. But they're giving me
Wait,
like,
so like your name actually wasn't on the schedule, or you just like passed by it?
I must have passed by it, bro. Because like when she pulled out her schedule, I was there. Like, both like the schedule in the break room, it was like all out of order, not in alphabetical order at all. So I guess I got.
But like your schedule, you know.
Exactly, like it's basically what they have is it's like a giant calendar with everybody's names on it, right? And like, all the times they're working, I'm just like scrolling through. I'm like, where's? I'm looking for my last name. I'm like, no, it's not there. So I just walk out. You know what I mean? Here I am, gleefully eating pizza, friggin' Dupop Doobly's house, just chilling, talking to everybody, right? And then like, my mom's like, oh, you don't have to go to work, right? I'm like, oh, nani? Yeah, with the schedule, bro, they got me working like regular 4-hour shifts too, friggin' because I gotta tell them that I could work longer hours before school starts back up. Cause it's either that or the weekend and all that.
They're gonna low-key take that as some shit, like, oh, this kid's not really worried about his job.
What do you mean? Like, you think they'll take it as like I'm just like fiending?
Well, because I mean, if you fucked up that time and you actually were on the schedule, you know, if it was a thing where like they called you, or they called your mom like the last time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need to give him my number. Check off.
While we're waiting to talk about something, go check out Rogue Energy and use code iiPandaz for 10% off. Yes, 10% off your Rogue Energy order. Also, use code II. Why should you buy Rogue Energy? It's an alternative to G Fuel. It's a great source of brain meat. You know, you sip up that Rogue Energy. Not only are you energized for the day, but you're focused for the day. The safe recommended amount is 3 cups per day. You will focus up in games. Let's say you're playing sloppy in your favorite game, you know, during a ranked or competitive match, and you need that little booster, but you don't want to do what's that stuff called? Adderall or cocaine again, you know what I'm saying? Drink some Rogue Energy, and you'll be just right. Also, do you want to up your gaming power, but you don't have enough to buy Control Freaks? Try out Fatal Grips and use code iiPandazYT for 15% off. Fatal Grips has stick extenders, more stick grips, controller cases, and peripherals for your computer needs. Up your gaming power and up your brain meat by buying Fatal Grips and Rogue Energy.
Alright, kids, and we're back, and today, you know, Pandas will be going back on Snapchat to check his Snapchat stories to see what we find.
Man,
right?
fuck Snapchat.
You need to open it.
Why don't you get Snapchat?
I don't know, man. I'll turn into a fiend, bro. I don't want to turn into a light-skinned Prof Beetle Boy, bro.
You're not gonna like fucking post mad pictures with fucking filters on, like
yes,
what?
I will, bro.
You don't do that now with Instagram.
I know, but like with Snapchat will be like easier, so I don't want to, bro.
Fuck you.
I used to sit next to this girl in friggin' math class, and all she would do while she friggin' like was in math class is like reply to people's apparently you can like reply to people's like.
Alright, but she's a simple bitch.
I know. I don't want to become a simple person, okay?
The fact that you think your
That's too much power.
Brain power is that low suggests that you already know that your brain power is that low, and that's why the animation's not done yet.
Alright.
I actually can't find a news story on Snap.
Alright.
Wasn't anything eventful. I mean, other than the 2 mass shootings, which I don't really want to get into because, you know, it's a local topic we shouldn't get into.
What do you think about there being friggin' 2 shark attacks in 2 weeks?
Shark attacks? I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, apparently it's been happening around, bro. I don't know.
I mean, I guess.
Like,
I guess one thing I want to talk about the school, or not the school shootings, the mass shootings.
Whoa, hold up. We're gonna freaking cancel school shootings real quick. Canceled. Alright, listen.
Not school shootings, mass shootings.
Mass shootings canceled. Alright.
You're gonna get so much hate for that line.
I know. But freaking. Alright, have you seen the trailers and all that for like the Flash season 6 and like all this like.
Really? That's what you canceled?
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh my god. You might as well be one of the mass shooters, dog.
Go ahead, bro. Continue.
We're gonna talk about that after, dog. You cut off a serious topic that's hurting America.
Bro, character, bro. I'm sorry.
Go
ahead and talk about it.
But like, something that people don't want to talk about, right? Is that these are racially motivated attacks by white shooters. You know what I'm saying? like I forgot what it was. Like
today. He
I don't give a fuck about Johnny, dude.
He would have been tripping.
There was a Ohio representative, right, that tweeted out something about like trying to see if I can find it. Or I can't, but she tweeted out something about like how it's like the fault of like minorities or something like that. Like
for what?
I think people that smoke weed, the LGBTQ community, people who support like drag queens and all that. Like that was the fault for what is it?
For the shooting?
Yeah, for like mass shootings, like that's the problem. And like Trump, every time he says something about like the shootings and whatnot, it's always like, oh, it's the problem of like the immigrants and the Muslims and all that, right?
Once we get them all deported, everything will be alright.
And I was watching a bunch of like news stories about like how what is it? Fucking I can't even speak. I forgot what, yeah, like how Trump always like says some shit like how George Bush the second or whatever, you know, the second president George Bush.
Yeah.
And Obama during like times of like terror and like all these attacks and shit, their main goal was to like soothe, you know, America and like make them like feel better, like do all that, you know what I'm saying? Like George did that with 9/11. Obama did that with I think the Sandy Hook school shooting or something. I don't think it was Sandy. It was like some school shooting.
Yeah.
But Trump always like tweets out how it's like some, you know, minorities' fault or like Muslims, all that shit, right?
Trump guys doing it different.
Yeah. And like literally the day he was like elected for president or whatever, like he became president, some dude on YouTube, he was like he's like in Congress or some shit, but El Paso was his hometown. And he was doing an interview with the news, and he said that like a day or like day after that Obama like became president, he was talking about like how Muslims needed to do this or so. Oh no, it was the day after, you know, the Muslim ban that he did to like keep like people out of the country. Fucking a bunch of white dudes or some shit like that. They like burnt down like a Muslim like church or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like he's like motivating all these things, and everybody's calling him like a white supremacist, which I kind of agree with, because like every time something comes up, you know, with America, he's always blaming like the wrong people. Like these are white fucking terrorists,
and then again,
fueled by like
presidents. They're actually like trying to like soothe and support and all that, but like, you know what I mean. With Trump, it's just like pointing the finger.
Yeah, like he's not fucking helping whatsoever. Like it's really fucking crazy, because these are white fucking, you know, people. Like I think let me check right here. They said the El Paso shooter from Walmart.
Yeah.
He did the shooting in Walmart.
Because I saw a little bit of on the news today.
Yeah, I could read about it. It's on Snapchat. I just found it.
Alright, hold up. Let me grab some real quick. Let me just... Sorry, bro.
This fucking guy.
I was getting a coloring book, bro. I'm back.
Are you serious? You're gonna color this guy? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, but it says the El Paso shooting suspect, Patrick, whatever, feared Hispanics would take over Texas, and that's why he shot up the Walmart.
Bro, that was a bull BS excuse, dog. And then...
Yeah. He shot 20 people dead, wounded 26 more, and Saturday claimed he was responding to a Hispanic invasion of Texas. And in a sick manifesto he posted online, Patrick was described by those who know him as a short-tempered with a animosity towards Mexican immigrants. He posted a 2,300-word document that begins with a direct declaration: "This attack is a response to the Hispanic invasion of Texas. They are not instigators, not me. I am simply defending my country from cultural and ethnic replacement brought on by an invasion."
And you know what's the sad thing too? I remember the first time my health teacher, like, and you know what? Let me make this clear, right? I'm not one to be like, you know, at least the people who know me or whatever, right? I'm not one to be like, oh, black this, black power, all the way, friggin' screw every other race. I'm all for Latino, Spanish, white's right, friggin' Spanish or you're Danish or something like that. I'm not one to be like, oh, this one is particularly right for all these reasons and all that, and all the other ones can go like, you know what I mean, you suck an egg, right? I'm not like that, right? Like I try to be in the middle, but then again, you got like some like situations like this. And I remember my health teacher, right? By the way, just to make these clear, my health teacher was white, but you know my boy was wise. He was spitting facts, right? He was like,
yeah.
Tell me why, right? When like it's like a it's like you know it's like a Spanish or like a Spanish or like you know Muslim crime or something like that, right? People gonna remember that forever, right? But then like some white dude shoots up freaking what is it, LA? People forget about that in like two weeks, my guy. Like
Exactly.
They head straight up onto the next thing, bro. And like, you know, I'm not saying I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, we live in a world of racism or whatever. For a little bit, you know.
I mean, but think about it. Let me try to cut you off here, because like I feel like let's think about it for a second, dude. We don't live in a world of racism, but all these mass shootings we still have like you know racial bias. Like I don't think any of these mass shootings were by a minority, were they? They were all by white dudes.
Exactly. And like, well, all we gotta do is count and just see how like quick this dissolves, my guy. Like like that's the scary thing. That's what I hope doesn't happen, bro. You gotta look at these, and then, bro, you said I remember. Was it me or did I say that? Did I send it? Remember the freaking like meme I sent where it was like a black person shoots up the thing or whatever? Like more like.
Yeah, you sent that.
Let me open this like page real quick just to see what it was, bro.
Yeah, I'll try to find it. I think you sent it to me. Oh yeah, if the shooter turns out to be Hispanic, build the wall. Arab ban Muslims. Black BLM are terrorists. White, we need to ask ourselves how we are as a society failing these poor troubled young men. What kind of movies, video games, and music are we making? Right. Like, bro, that's such bullshit.
It's like you know all the other things like that's so evil or whatever for all the other races, but then when it's like when white people, it's like, what happened to this poor mentally unstable young man?
Like bro, mentally unstable my fucking ass, bro. Like boys talking about I was afraid Hispanics were gonna take over. Like bro, what?
Never mind, bro. I was about to draw.
I'm gonna show Harry Potter loving ass out of here, bro. Like, and people can't say Trump's not racist. Like, are you fucking Trump supporters? Fuck you, dude.
He is racist.
Like, I don't care if you support, like, if you support Trump, I'm gonna be flat out with you. Like, fuck you, dude. Like,
you remember when he called that one freaking what was it, like an Indian chick, like Pocahontas or something, bro?
Yeah, and he was telling people to go back to their home country.
Exactly, bro. He is a freaking American, bro.
And hey, there was like, oh, what is it? Like, fucking. It's like, sure, people like, there's a lot of like minorities that voted for Trump just because he was doing better things with business and making money, right? Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean they actually, but they're just, you know, doing what's better for themselves, right? Mm-hmm. But it's like, my man says like all this ignorant shit, right? And he even said before, like, oh, like, we need to stop getting all these like immigrants from like fucking, you know, like Africa and all this other places, like, you know, the Muslim areas, and get them from like the, you know, European like side, you know, like Northern European. Which is predominantly like white fucking immigrants, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, where are people gonna draw the line of supporting him? We're saying, like, well, he's not racist, he's a good guy, he's just trying to like, you know, do what's better for the, like, fuck that, dude. Like, what? Shoot. If you remember, like, the first person who I think was a foreigner, right? Like Christopher Columbus, right? Yeah. Whoever the fuck like discovered America and made it America, you know? Yeah. Fucking. They stole the land from natives, you know, fucking like Indians.
Yeah, I remember. Freaking all the
so it's like all these fucking Caucasus people, you know what I'm saying? They're out here trying to claim the land and say it is what it is, but it's like, I don't even know, dude. I guess that could be ignorant to say too, but it's like they stole the land, took it, and then tried to like kick everybody else out the land.
All I gotta say, bro, is just freaking Kanye. You still have a chance to save America in 2022, please.
Bro, he supports the fuck out of Trump.
Listen. He might do it different though. Like he supports.
This boy Kanye about to fuck around and deport himself. He's like, if Master Trump says so, fuck it.
Bro, no. Because you know why he's not supporting Trump, right? What he's doing is that he's like trying to like bandwagon on Trump. Like he's, oh, I'm your buddy now, but now I got all your followers, so now I got more of a running, right? Kanye, please still become president, bro. Like you still have it, bro. Who's not gonna vote for Kanye, bro? Like, bro,
I guess.
all the freaking SoundCloud rappers and all that. Oh yeah, Kanye, that's my man. Which we know is the majority of the population too, bro. Oh, Kanye, that's my man, bro. He got.
Well, man, like man's about to fuck. He's a Trump supporter. Dude. He's gonna fuck around and like, you know.
Make America Kanye again, bro. I'm all for it, bro.
He'll fuck around and be like, yo, I'm giving up here. Trump, take it back.
Nah, Trump's going.
Like, bro, he better deport himself and make a whole fucking song on like, deported myself because President Trump said to fuck minorities. Yeah, I meant what I meant, dude. Like, what?
Remember when you sent me that tweet or whatever where it was like everybody was asking for a black Superman and then it said a Latino Superman, bro? I kind of see that, bro. I'm down for that, bro.
Well, Latino Superman.
Hashtag Spanish Superman, yeah, bro. Friggin' maybe who do you think that you could see? What Spanish actor do you think you can see playing Superman?
The dude who plays Hector in every TV show.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The friggin' is that the same bull who played that one dude?
Yeah, the dude with the mustache. The dude with the like. If you literally look up Hector actor, he'll pop up. Noel Guglielmi. Bro, G.
Alright. Hector actor, Siri. Oh no, actor. Okay, hold on, I got this.
Just go on fucking
Hector
Safari and type in
actor.
Hector actor. He plays Hector in Training Day, Fast and Furious, Bruce Almighty, Dark Knight, Fury 7, Harsh Times, Street Kings.
Oh, he could be super. That'd be interesting, bro. He bald though. I mean, nothing a little bit about Bosley can't do.
He used to have hair. When he had hair, he could have been Superman.
Bro,
Okay, let's make Terry Crews Superman, dude. Like, what?
Honestly, bro, we could get, what's his face? We might have to make him go through a lot of training, but Gabriel Iglesias, bro.
Fuck it, dude. Let's fuck around and have a fat Superman.
Exactly, bro. What's wrong with fat Superman, bro? We're ready to deflect bullets of the top. We need the vending machine to be an accurate superhero, bro.
Oh, God.
Shoot, man, I'm all...
Like, bro, that wouldn't even work, bro. The whole white community and John especially, dude, when the Titan show was announced.
Yeah.
Like, that show literally
Starfire.
it wasn't bad at all, bro, but, like, when they announced Starfire was black, the fuck is this bullshit, I tell you.
Oh, never mind, I was on the draw.
I got darn tell you.
I'm not,
motherfucking
no offense.
Black Star. Yeah. Bro, what?
No offense to the actor, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you're beautiful. You know, even though I didn't watch the show, bro. But like, I'm just sorry. I think everybody's gonna anybody's gonna trip when it's like a little too far off from the freaking, you know what I mean, like character. You know what I mean? Because like Starfire off of Titans, baby girl, she was a little thicker than original Starfire. Not that there's a problem, but like, you know, she looks a little bit like a human and all that. Like, I think everybody was just in love with orange skin Starfire, okay? It's not... Starfire wasn't white in the beginning, I mean,
but in the old comics, when orange skin Starfire was around, people were saying that could have been like a black, you know, representation of Starfire.
Shoot, bro.
And there were comics where like...
How is that Titan show, though?
It's actually pretty good, I fuck with it.
Well, it's like... Is there like any like character art for like Starfire or whatever? How is she? Does she like Robin?
Yeah, I mean, they like come in like she was fucking with some dudes, and then she like, you know, she couldn't speak her like, you know, normal language. She finally learned and shit.
Come here, Robin.
Like some, I don't know. It was actually pretty fucking good, and like Robin had his whole thing where he was like rebelling against Superman.
Oh, really? Bro, you gotta tell a little bit. All right, well, you know what? We're 50 minutes into the podcast. You wanna end this? And then like we can talk about it. Alright guys, so this has been that episode. Remember all the sponsors from the commercial break and all that, right? We'll talk to you next episode. Hopefully we'll get Johnny back and he's not in his feelings for never mind.
Just fucking his cousin.
Alright, this is it guys. Jeez.